you look, Instagram is busy updating or adding a bunch of new features to Instagram stories. So here are 10 Instagram story ideas you can quick and easily create right now using just the app. Let's go. So for most of these Instagram story ideas, I tried on both the Samsung and iPhone, and a couple of them do work on both. So for this one, if you head on over to Stories and click on this down arrow on the left-hand side, you will see this option that says Photo Booth. If you click on that and then tap the record button, a little countdown timer begins, and now you can start taking some super cool shots. It takes 4 in total, so change your pose or change the view of what you're taking a picture of. But then this is where the cool part comes in. Right at the top is another photo booth icon, and if you click on that, you will see all these little icons, and these are a bunch of different effects you can apply to your photo booth stories. There are quite a couple of different effects to choose from, but overall this is so much fun, so definitely open up your stories and try this out. So you may have seen some of the new text effects on Instagram stories, but I bet you hadn't thought to use them like this. So first things first, whether you want to choose a picture from your gallery or share a post from your profile, you decide, and once you've chosen that, then go ahead and make your background solid or leave it as a gradient. It's up to you. Then what we're going to do is hit that text icon and choose an emoji. You can choose one or several, it's totally up to you, but I decided to go for the headphones emoji because I was wearing a pair of headphones and it seemed kind of fitting. So then what you're going to do is copy and paste these a couple of times until you have a whole bunch just like this. Finally, you're going to click on this text animation button, and look at that, guys, how these headphones jiggle back and forth just by selecting that text animation. You can then bring your post forward just by clicking and holding down, and as you can see, your post now has a super cool animated emoji background. And that's not it, guys. You can use this in so many different scenarios, like here, for example, I just chose a little cloud. Once again, click that text animation button so the cloud animated, and continued adding a bunch of emojis and animating them until I was left with this super cool story, and I just love this. Now, I've spoken about GIFs before, and I will say it again, this is by far the quickest and easiest way to spice up your stories. All you really need to know is what to search for. So for this example, I know we all love to post about our coffees, and if you head on over to the GIF section and type in Cafe Zim, you will see a bunch of coffee top images or PNG GIFs that you can select and then add to your picture. So I chose this one, enlarged it to the same size as my cup, as you can see, and in seconds I had a much cooler story than what it would have been. Another one you can do is type in France Solo, and this is a bunch of little character faces, arms and legs. So I had this picture of a coffee cup, I added a little face, then some little dangling legs, and finally an arm that rested on my thumb, and I just thought this was so much fun. It actually becomes kind of addictive adding faces and legs to a bunch of different items, so definitely search these GIFs next time you make stories. Sometimes it's nice to add elements that don't bounce or jiggle around like GIFs do, so I have something really cool for you guys, and this is where they come in. So what you do is grab a picture from your gallery or a post, whatever it is you want to share, then click on the stickers icon and then tap on this gallery icon. In there, you can go ahead and select your PNG image and then place it anywhere you want on your picture. What's so cool about this is they are PNG images, so you can layer them till your heart's content and really build up a cool design. The options are pretty endless. By the way, if you're busy enjoying the video, then don't forget to hit that sub button. We're on the road to 1 million, and a sub would be amazing. Then to show you guys another design, I used the exact same elements but on a different picture, and you can see these designs are pretty versatile. They work just as well on this image, and once again you can layer them up to create a super cool story. So if you head on over to my website haylsworld.com and check out the free downloads, all these cool picture design elements I just showed you will be there to download for free, so that the next time you want to create a super cool story, you've got tons to choose from. With all the new text effects, there are so many cool Instagram story designs you can do, like this one where I just typed in nothing like the. I went for the cursor font, then clicked on the animation button, and look at that awesome glow. The next thing I did was grabbed some more text. I typed in great outdoors, except this time I chose a different font with a different animation. I then positioned that towards the bottom just under my neon glowing cursive text, and finally, don't forget that special characters also exist and you can animate those too. So I just selected this little star special character, again changed the font, changed the animation, and in a couple of seconds I had a great Instagram story. Another thing you can do on iPhone is if you have a live picture, just click and hold down and it'll change your live picture into a boomerang. You can then go ahead once again, add all your text with their various effects for a super cool story idea. Now, having a video background really helps your post stand out from the rest and also takes the least amount of time. Unfortunately, I think this only works on iPhone. I did try it on my Samsung but couldn't get it right, so let me know down in the comment section if you know how to do this. But anyway, once you've added a post to your Instagram stories, go ahead, click on this little sticker icon and then add a video. So I had this one of my drone flying. Then what you do is enlarge the video to the screen size, but while holding down on the video, tap and hold down on your post, then it'll pop to the front like this. You can reposition things and your video will remain in the background. It's pretty self-explanatory and not too difficult at all, so here's just one more example where you grab the video, make sure it's the size of the screen, click and hold down on it, then tap on your post. It'll pop to the front, you can move your video around and you are good to go. This just really adds such a dynamic element to your stories and I guarantee will catch some eyes. Now, here's a pretty cool design you can quickly create to help your post stand out. This is such a fun one, and what you're gonna do is find a post that you want to share to your story, then make the background a solid color like this blue, for example. Head on over to the Gifs and type in clouds. You'll see this option on the top left-hand side, select that, then enlarge this GIF just as you see me doing here and place it towards the right-hand side. Now what you're gonna do is tap on your post so that it brings it forward. Go ahead and repeat this step, except now place the clouds on the left-hand side. Finally, we're going to repeat those steps for the top and bottom, except this time you can just let the GIF flow over your post just like this. And look at how cool this effect is, guys. Definitely try this one out. Filters are another effortless way to spice up your stories in a matter of seconds. So here are some ones I found that you should definitely be checking out. So once you've got your Instagram stories open, head on over to any effect and click that down arrow button. You will then see this option to browse effects, and once in there, click the search button and type in jet lag. Once you've done that, you will see a bunch of different options appear, but this is the main one we're going to use and save as our filter effect. As you can see, it is so cool. I love the look of these clouds, and what you can do is then place your palm in front of the camera, record a quick little video, then add some text saying good night, and you literally have such an awesome looking Instagram story. Another filter you should definitely check out and search for is called Kodak. Once again, there are so many options to choose from, but this one specifically by Olivia49 is the one you're going to select and save to your filters. Then go ahead, open it up and try it for yourself. Not only does it look really cool with a selfie cam, but if you turn it around and film something, you'll have a super cool story. Then this twirl effect has been around for ages, but you can still spice things up by using a different design. For example, once you've created your twirl around your subject, in this case it's Mike and myself looking at this beautiful view, then what you're going to do is head on over to Google and search for heart icon. I then selected the first option that appeared and right over here copied this heart emoji. So although it looks like an emoji, when we go back to Instagram stories, open up the text option and make sure you're on the typewriter font. Then what you're going to do is go ahead and paste that icon you just copied and Vabam! Check that out, guys. It is a solid heart icon. From there, you're going to place the heart anywhere on the twirl and keep repeating this process until it looks like you basically have a bunch of hearts twirling around you, just like this. I personally think this looks so cool, but if, however, you want to use emojis, you can do that too, guys. Just grab the glowing brush, add some cool star emojis like this, and you are good to go. Now, in the past on Instagram, when trying to do some cool text effects, it was pretty difficult. You had to get a full stop, then enlarge it as much as you could, then place it on your story, grab a text icon, pop that in place, and long story short, it was such a mission. But now it is much easier, and something you may not have thought of is to use the text backgrounds. So all you do is type in your letter, then select the font, and if you want a circle background, select this font, click that background icon, and you are good to go. From there, you can just go back, select your different letters, once again, add the background, position it, and then you have the perfect circle behind your letters every time without having to go through a lot of hassle. On top of that, if you decide you want a different look, just head back into the font section, change the font, and watch as the background changes as well for a completely different design. So those are my Instagram story ideas. Let me know down in the comment section which was your favorite one. And don't forget to check out those free downloadable elements from my website. A link will be down below. You can also like and subscribe or check out some of my other videos right over here. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Toodles!